Bwah ha 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 ha. My name is Amy too, and welcome back to Talk to Transformer. There are still more of the old ones that I didn't record, but I'll go after those some other time. Right now I just want to mess around with this. So, let's see. Sonic found a portal in his home. So Sonic found a portal in his home so he could reach his friends through a computer's internet. But the portal closed just before he could make it back. His parents were on their way home, but were abducted by a monster named Minun, who sucked them all into a machine. Sonic and the gang were rescued, and they discovered Sonic was inside the machine. As they recovered, Sonic fought his way to the Mad Doctor's minions, and once he gained control of the machine, he decided to use it to return the Hedgehog family to the past. What? Thus setting the whole thing straight once and for all. With the help of Jade, the two rushed back to the past and began to fix things. When they arrived back to the past, Sonic found himself in a new universe. Dr. Eggman was digging a tunnel when he discovered... Dr. Eggman was digging a tunnel when he discovered a tear in the fabric of time. The fabric seemed to be the only thing holding the seemingly eternal cosmos together. If this tear had started by another time traveler... What? The fact that it was happening now, then when it should be occurring no more than a couple of hours hence, would imply... Okay, this is almost unreadable. Would imply that they are all friends or in cahoots with one another. Maybe they just want to manipulate all the time for their own benefit. I'll let you decide what kind of mad scientist Dr. Eggman is. For his part, the ruler of chaos was born into a rather sheltered life as a prince. Once Eggman set off on his assassination of Dr. Light... What? The criminal revealed himself and made him a prisoner. His bed... What? Moon discovered a way. No? Moon accidentally teleported to Sonic's world. And why does this sentence almost always have this iced part thing? Moon accidentally teleported to Sonic's world and iced her counterpart to a far-flung future. What? In an attempt to restore her to normal. Sonic calls on his vast experience in defeating and preventing invaders and agents of various sorts. Although Dr. Eggman and the Negative Zone Force, that's a cool name, had escaped from their jail, both Eggman and Black Mobster... What? Both Eggman and Black Mobster still call on the hero for help. Sonic sends both villains back in time to their prison, and together they defeat their foes. But the damage is done. Both Dr. Eggman and Black Mobster are branded as villains and sentenced to be held in prison, protected only by the wall of a prison known as the Boiling Point. Excuse me? Masterman and the Psycho Pirate edit. Sometime later, a key the second version of herself. What is this crap? Okay. Sledder accidentally fell in Moon's car. And Sledder accidentally fell in Moon's car and iced the car. The driver, it turned out, was Marlon Brando. Mark Anthony Moreno, with his great sense of humor, did the entertaining, if essential. Opposite of Brando, that was one way to drive a car without falling out of it. The actor was silent, but for his muffled laughter when his best friend Craig Fearing was killed by a boy. Moreno also made his character laugh by singing, "Once on a time he was with me in space." What? Also an immortal, Roger Waldo Emerson. The third musical guest. Emerson is an early adherent of environmentalism, which he often claimed was a conspiracy against the human race. This belief added to his appeal as a beautiful man. What? What is this crap? I want to try this one once more. Okay, this one's really good. Okay. Sledder accidentally fell in Moon's car and iced it. Again with the iced it. Unleashing a dormant pterodactyl that flew him off and set him on fire. Moon pulled Sledder to safety as the large lizard rampaged through the jungle in search of food. The tangle of vines in the bamboo forest lured the giant, and Sledder was able to help it escape with the girl. What? But he was caught when the giant bit through a bamboo stalk that ripped off his arm. What? Screaming, Sledder hurried back to the ship only to discover that it was attacked. To his horror, he discovered that Lion had tossed a massive rock at the ship and set it aflame, with the resulting spark creating a vicious explosion that tore into the jungle. He managed to get the girl. ... This was... This is like dream material. I always like to think of it that way. Big Boy and Buddy found that a black hole was forming in... Okay, now you tell me, eh? In their spaceship's engine. Okay, what is this? This one. Big Boy and Buddy found that a black hole was forming in their spaceship's engine, located in the center of the spaceship. Subsequently, a huge black hole, which had the mass of 1,000,000 suns, opened up inside the engine, sucking Buddy and his crew to the surface of the Earth. Seeing that the Earth was being destroyed, King Buddy tried to jump out of the ship, but his legs were caught by the jackals. What? Also, the light surrounding Buddy dimmed, as the body of King Buddy was slowly being sucked into the black hole. Buddy tried to make an escape, but his legs were still held down, which eventually caused Buddy's skin to melt away. What? Buddy was then crushed by a jackal airship. What? What? Amy 2 was tripped into the time machine and got sent back in time to 1956. Okay, this seems good. Amy too tripped into the time machine and got sent back in time to 1956. And Sue got transported with her from another dimension in a pocket dimension. This seemed like it would explain how the younger versions of Richard and Lucy had come to work at the Stonehouse Trust as professionals. So how come everything started going wrong when Sue was exposed to the mysterious portal that took the young Richard and Lucy to the other universe? Did Sue's presence in the pocket dimension drop time from a high enough height? What? That's great. Did Sue's presence in the pocket dimension drop time from a high enough height so that Lucy, who was sent back to 1956, began to bounce around the universe until she hit the dreaded door that sent her back? What is this? Advertisement. The tale of the blonde bombshell. And then there was this added wrinkle. Oh, this is the best part of the whole thing, and it's not even part of the story. Oh man. And then there was this added wrinkle. Sue Carter traveled back. ... Oh man, that was so good. Oh man. Moon was driving on a mountain road in his car. He forgot his GPS. Luckily for him, he figured out how to get the exact address right on the street. This guy was even more fortunate than he was. He stopped at the village shop to find a GPS receiver for his car. The guy was asked for directions, and he gave them to the village police. He gave the correct address, and soon after the police showed up, the guy was happy, and he knew he was going home. Then he saw a weird-looking vehicle that was blocking his path. He was not going to let this guy walk away with his car. Then he spotted a woman sitting on the back seat. He panicked. What was happening? Then he saw the headlights in the window. This guy's luck had struck again. What? Sledder found a diamond in the parking lot of a store. Sledder found a diamond in the road, and one of the kamikaze dragon all righted on its own. What? That night, they had another meeting, this time with the hunter, Becca, with whom she had never been particularly close. As her species left Earth and colonized other worlds, and as the spider space vomit... Spider space vomit. After escaping the mercenary group and reaching the asteroid belt in the Brockton Bay wasteland, Sledder arrived in what he thought was Boston. The creature was still alive, but very agitated. She asked to go with him into space, and they started exploring the asteroid belt. All the while, Sledder did his best to seduce the creature as best as he could. What? It was only when they reached the region of hostile space... ... Sledder's getting a bit creative these days. Hey, Big Boy and Buddy. killed off a bunch of aliens. Big Boy and Buddy killed off a bunch of aliens, and then shot the shuttle that crashed with the equipment. Yang turned around. Hold it on a second, I've got something. She grabbed Blake's arm and dragged her inside the darkened hangar. She gave a gentle smile. Remember that captain in second squad? I want to give him a chance to live his life. And it has nothing to do with that big bunch of alien people I brought along. You came to meet me for a reason, didn't you? Yeah, I do, Yang replied. Blake heard the telltale bloodlust in her voice, but didn't ask. The two girls emerged from the hangar and entered the docking bay. We sat down while Ruby looked too, ... It's not funny enough, but generate another. Big Boy and Buddy killed off a bunch of aliens on their planet, and the entire species are dead. So what do we do now? We start working with them. It makes no sense at all for to us at first. Yeah, because they're all dead. How do you work with them? But they've been living here for centuries, and they do know their shit. Especially when the gates open. On our way back to our ship, we made a small detour to where our old friend, the good doctor, was with his dead wife. Excuse me? He's been a bit shell-shocked over the years since the Democletes he sent off did so much to kill him. And maybe that's why he's worried about the Democletes coming after him again. We're going to go up to the Democletes... ... But anyway, I'm going to have to end this video here. If you liked it, go look at my other videos and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.